Hey, you into vans?
Depends.
On what?
The van and who's driving it.
Oh, yeah, well, see that van outside?
Yeah, I saw it drive up.
Yeah, well, it's mine. Hey, you want to go outside and share a joint in the back?
Yeah, sure thing.
Dynamite.
What is this?
Bobby's new van. Isn't it lovely? It even has a waterbed.
I gave a girl
Do you really intend to drive around in this
a
thing?
ride in the way.
Sure, Dad, why not?
Because it's obscene.
Come on, Dad, it's just a van.
Is this the delivery truck you were talking about?
And this is a van. This truck. It's a van.
And you're going to drive around this like some Beach Boy hippie instead of going to college.
Moonlight dancing on her hair. She woke up and took me by the hand. She's gonna love me in my Chevy van, and that's all right with me.
Evil has visited the earth in many forms. Now it returns as the car.
There was no driver in the car.
The car possessed.
I know why he didn't go into the cemetery. The ground was hallowed.
Who knows what it wants? They all know nothing can stop the car.
This is Wade. We can't let him through no matter what. Stay in close. You'll have to stop.
There's nowhere to turn,
The car, he's in here.
nowhere to hide, no way to stop the car.
I think I hear the engine of that car. It's around here somewhere. Wait, I'm scared. No, I promise you I won't go out. Tell me what to do, baby.
What evil force drives the car?
Oh my God! Man, here we are. We are back again. Hey, if you didn't know, The Car. It's right up there with Duel. You know, the old Duel movie, 71 or 72 came out. The Car was actually built by George Barris. Fun fact. Anywho, let me do a quick buzz check, and then I got an update for you. Multiple updates. Okay, cool. Buzz check complete. Now, how's everybody doing tonight? You all right? Welcome to yet another Thursday full album spotlight. It's good to have you. Just one more lonely day in the week, and we're going to be saying hello to a nice long weekend, of which a number of us will designate that time specifically for preparing for the next week. Oh my God, insane. It's good to see you guys. Duel, it's a great movie. It's awesome, and it's got some heavy hitters in it. Absolutely great. Oh, man. So how's everybody doing tonight? Notice how my voice went way high in the air? I'm trying to show you that I care. So the voice goes way up. How's everybody doing tonight? let's say hi to a few people in the crowd, and then I'll give you some updates on what's going on in a guy's life. I'll show you what I got in the mail. Got some Vickelt down here. Is it the Vickelt? Some of you guys call it VCLT. I just call it love from other humans on the planet. But yeah, there's some Vickelt down here. If you don't know what Vickelt is, Vickelt? Yeah, VCLT. Vaughn was in the house first tonight. So Vaughn, go on. Don't hurt your shoulder now, patting yourself on the back, but give yourself a nice pat on the back because you were the first one here in the room tonight. And you win yourself a big, fat glass of absolutely nothing or a nice big bowl of air. Whatever you want out of those two, you just let me know and a fella will hook you up. A nice big bowl of steam. How's that sound? Good to see you, Vaughn. Amin is in the house. Good to see you, Amin. I hope everything's going just swimmingly, as they say across the pond. They say swimmingly. They're, meaning like good. I hope it's going good. Well for you. Yeah. Hope it's going well for you, Amina. Mick's in the house. What's happening, Mick? Good to see you, man. Nate Dogg is in the house. He says it's that time once again. And I couldn't agree more. Good to see you, Nate Dogg. Hope everything's going good for you. Mr. Pilmer's in the house. Or is he? I think we used to call that blowing your load back in the shooting your wad. Or blowing your wad. When they say never bring a loaded gun. You know what I mean? Just unload the bullets, before you take care of business like that. Because then you end up like Mr. Pilmer, and he's all sleepy. He's going, and he ends up on the couch, and he goes to sleep. Great show tonight, Mike. Thank you. I got something down here. Now, this can be the first time I've ever actually done this here on the show. But I got the Vickelt down here, the Vickelt. The VCLTs are down here, and there's multiple VCLTs. Eduardo, he's in the house. Good to see you, Eddie. Hope all's going well for you, buddy. Enjoyed your last stream. Was hanging out in the background a little bit that night. Had stuff around the house. So don't always get to say hi in the chat. But, I'm there. I was there on that one. Dave's in the house. Good to see you, Dave. Hope all's going well for you. Who else? Kimba's in the house. Did anyone stop for McNuggets? Abso-fucking-lutely not. Who eats those fucking nasty, pressed, gelatinous, coated with whatever nonsense it is just to make it seem like it's actual chicken? The chickens, there's some gelatin in there. There's all kinds of phosphates and stuff in there. The breading, it's all full of sugar and nastiness to make it taste like it's good. Chickens, if there's any chicken at all in a nugget, you know what it's comprised of? Chickens that are too old to lay eggs anymore, like the old folks' house chickens, they go round them up. And they grind them up, bones and the beaks and the eyeballs and the lids, the tail end with the sphincter, the feet, the knees, the toenails. It all gets ground up and they press it into these neat little shapes. And then some of you fine folks out there probably eat those things. And I'm going to say, anyway, good to see you, Kimba. Hope all is well. Hope all is well for everybody out there tonight. All right, let me finish this up now. I'm going to make a whole show out of just saying hi to people. Don't want to do that because I got a lot of catching up. Nick Pantazzi's in the crowd. Pantazzi. I'm sorry, man. Please don't get mad at me. It's Pantazzi, okay? Just let it be. And my man, Rando. I'm actually going to do a little flexing for you, Rando. There you go. Yeah. Good to see my man Randy's in the crowd tonight hanging out. Hope all is going well for you, Randy. And if you want to come up, maybe do another Hydra in the future, do a Cerberus, hit a fella up. See how the voice went up there? Yep. There's Amina again hanging out. Rylos is in the house. Good to see you, man. Hope all's well. With my brother from another mother, Rylos. Otherwise, others known as Dobsky. My man. Adrian. Yo, Adrian. There's, I don't know, like this many of them? Like a microcosm? Yeah. You do the math. Tim, what's happening, buddy? Good to see you, man. Hope all's well. Thank you, as usual, for saying kind things. Yourself and Michael, you're such kind, generous. You got a good heart. You know, I don't know about the rest of what's going on in there. It depends on what you eat, but you got a good heart. You got kind hearts, and you always do a brother proud, and you shout a feller out, and you say the nicest things, and trust me, the respect level for a feller like me, old school blue collar guy, that kind of stuff it's leaps and bounds. It affects the feller. Like the feels the kids call it nowadays. Thank you for always putting a link up there on your channel and saying kind things about a feller's stream and the music and the whatever else, the lumberjack, and I don't know what else, but it's all kind, you know. And I appreciate you and Michael and so many other people out there that take their time out to say kind things, and not just about me, but if you got a kind heart and you're saying nice things about other people, give yourself a pat on the back, because you deserve it. Okay. All right, let me swing by these, and then I'll start to give you my updates. Okay, there we go. Yeah, Randy's back. Doesn't the place just automatically feel a little bit warmer? It's like going home, and like you go back to your home, like your childhood home, and the room is like exactly the same. All the posters are still on the wall. The bedspread's the same. You got your Star Wars set up there, and got your Venom poster on the wall. And you just want to sink down deep into that bed, and it just makes you, it's like a shoe that you wore for a while. Not saying Randy's an old shoe, but maybe I am. I don't know. I know exactly what I'm saying. I'm saying it's like comfort food. It's good to have Randy back again, man. Good to see you. Yeah, so, yes. I think I'm going to just start this whole show off by giving everybody a cheers. You know, Michael Pilmer, he does his wine and his beers is his. And I'm laying off the beer. Got the watch down here. You know, don't want the spare tire no more. Doing a really good job keeping that at bay. Changed up a feller's intake as far as food's concerned. Just all the natural stuff. You know what I mean? Feeling really good. But don't do the beer no more. But I do the clear. No beer but the clear. That's pretty cool. So I got some Patron Silver in here, and I just want to toss this out to you guys and say thank you. It's good to have you on board tonight. Cheers. We got a lot of great music lined up here. So here's to you. And, yeah, everybody. You. Right? Yes. Cheers. Now. You know, people ask me, they say, when I say they, I mean like one person. And they all say, man, you had a bunch of shots last night. Did you wake up with a hangover? And I say, no, I don't wake up with a hangover. And they go, how's that happen? Because a feller wakes up and the head is just kind of pounding. And it's pretty simple. When you're dealing with the clear stuff, where you're doing shots of this, you know what I mean? You got your brown liquor, something like that. Just drink a lot of water. You're going to see a guy pounding the water here all night. Just the back neck is going to constantly be wet down with the H2O. That's a feller's secret for not waking up with a hangover. Plus, it's better for the liver and stuff. You just get some more water in there, and you know the whole thing with the alcohol, because it's poison in the end. We're drinking poison. Poison. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Now, this is the first time, and typically when something is here for the first time, I go beep, 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 beep. Okay. Look, I got something here. I got some stuff in the mail, and I'm just dying to show you guys. And I got something in the mail. I got a text that says, I said, hey, you got a package here. I says, whoa, wait a minute. I don't remember any package supposed to be showing up in the mail. So I go grab it, go pick it up. Nah. The first thing I see, I'm not going to show you the front because I'm not going to show you Pilmer's address. But, yeah, I get this and I go, what? Okay. I'm supposed to be getting a record in the mail from, like, Germany, but I don't imagine a record company's going to spend this much time decorating a feller's package. You know what I mean? I said package. Now, I wish I could show you the front. I'm going to show you I can't show you the front. It's got Michael's address on it. I can't show you the front. Can I show you the front? Let me show you the front, and then hold on. I got to put this mic down. Now look at this. Richard, what's happening, buddy? Good to see you, man. Happy Thursday, Richard. You showed up just in time. The fella's just getting started with all the talking. Now, I seen this package, and I go, wait a minute. I don't know anybody that actually likes me enough to spend this much time decorating a record carrier. You know what I mean? And then I look at the address, and I go, wow, must be my shirt. But I said, wait a minute. It says phonograph records on it. I go, wait a minute, I didn't get any records from Michael. What's going on here? Now a guy's getting confused. You know what I mean? He sends it in this vault. I mean, you think the Punjabi diamond was in here, the way this feller packages stuff up. If you ever want to buy a record or anything from Michael Pilmer, just rest assured, I think a bomb could hit this thing and it would still end up being completely intact. So he sent me a couple records. I'm going to show you this stuff here real quick. Michael does this stuff all the time, and I like these kind of, hey, look what I got kind of stuff. So let me get these out of here. And then this package is like origami, so it's like 58 flaps on it. Put that over there. Now, Pilmer sent me this here, these silica gel fellers. And I go, wait a minute, this looks like the stamps that are on the front of the box. And I go, wait a minute. Maybe I should read some of the stuff that Mr. Pilmer wrote down for me. And what he wrote is essentially, Aaron, I love you. If I swung both ways, you could be my daddy. I imagine sleeping in a warm bed with you. I'm just kidding. He didn't write any of that stuff. He said, thanks for being me, which... that just kind of, you know what I mean? I just kind of get, anyway. He wrote some very kind words here. He wrote me a little bit of a overview of what he sent me in the package. He sent me some of his band stuff, which I'm looking forward to checking out. He sent me a bunch of stickers. I got like I love getting stickers, and I never get stickers. And, yeah, so he sent me his band, his project, musical endeavor, whatever you want to call it. And Mr. Merrill Womack, which I'm not 100% sure what is actually on there, the Mr. Womack LP. But look at the artwork this guy puts out, man. I mean, look at this. This is what friendship is all about. Look at the time he spent. He says, hail, Mr. Bizarro. And, man, I couldn't agree more. Look at that. He put a little TM down there. I think the arm's supposed to be doing what I'm doing because it's got a little trademark thing on the bottom. So I think Michael Pilmer, he's got this guy doing this. And, yeah, how fucking cool is that? This is something that I love getting for a number of reasons. This will be filed special with these letters he sent me. And they're all going to go in a sleeve. And he sent me Thor stickers. He sent me Devo stickers, little Devo cards, and the famous I Threw Up magnet, which is going right on my fridge. And this is going to go like in a sleeve, and it's going in the feller's collection. And Michael, I mean this with all seriousness, this will never, ever leave my possession. This will remain in my possession until I have no more wind in the lungs. And a bunch of people come up in my house and start rating all my stuff and get it for like pennies on a dollar. Anyway, thank you very much for sending that stuff over, Michael. Still waiting on the shirt. I'm sure it'll be here any day now. But I can't wait to maybe I'll just rip those sleeves off that shirt and just wear it around, go to some concerts, maybe start some fights at the show, and I'll just be like, well, you know who the fuck I am? Just look at this shirt. Look at it. And they'll go, what the hell is that? And I go, yeah, it's only the coolest thing ever on the interwebs. Eric's in the house. Good to see you, Eric. Happy Thursday to you, buddy. My buddy Mr. Nanners is in the house. Good to see you, Mikey. Hope all's going well. Mr. Nanners and Eric and Mr. Gas is in the house, and we got Randy in the house tonight. What's happening, Big Brother Bobby? He's over there. He's a Canadian feller. Probably the greatest head of hair on the interwebs. I don't know. It's good to see you. Nate Dogg's in the house. Yeah, everybody. Thank you very much for sending that stuff over to me. Mr. Pilmer. That's much appreciated. Now, just when I thought all this was done. Now, I got that yesterday. I picked that up. My buddy, Mr. Sean Spins over in Philly Town. He calls me up today and he goes, hey, did you check your mail? And I'm like, whoa, back up a minute, man. You're awfully aggressive. He goes, said did you check your mail? I'm like, dude, what's the problem? Did you check your mail? I'm like, no, I didn't check my mail. He's like, check your mail. Says something just arrived for you. Another, complete surprise. So I got to get all my clothes on because I'm, in couch mode. I get all my clothes on, go outside. There's a package out on the step for a feller, and it looks like another record. So I go, hee, and I'm giggling like a schoolgirl. And I run in the house and I open it up. And and I haven't heard this yet. I heard a clip. Don't let the name throw you. It's this band called Soggy. I know what you're saying. It's probably not the greatest name of all time. This is mid-late 70s, French. It's like hard rock, garage, heavy, raw sounding, and I can't wait to fucking spin it. I heard a little bit of it online, but I don't want to spoil it. So he sends me, he's just, he's one of those kind of guys. Yeah? There's just so few people like that, around that just, I do the same thing, Oh, did you get a record in the mail? Or I don't even say anything, and they go, oh, I just got this record. You sent me a record? Yeah, I sent you a record. No big deal. Anyway, these guys, they do like an Iggy Pop cover on here, too. I Want to Be Your Dog. So he sent me that, and I can't wait to listen to that. He also sent me the J Mascis Heavy Blanket single on floppy. And when I mean floppy, I mean it's like what you used to get in the middle of like a magazine where they give you like one song. Super cool. It's on like Square. Runs at like 33. Anyway, just wanted to show you that stuff really quick. Yeah, I've got shows coming up. Thanks for reminding me, Adrian, because I would have totally forgot because I wanted to show you what's on deck tonight and everything. But real quick, fella's got a busy month. May is going to be busy for a fella, and I mean fun busy. Like work busy, yes, but fun busy, absolutely. Number one, going to see Voivod next Thursday in Philadelphia at Underground Arts. Then on the 20th, special announcement, beep, 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 special announcement coming up. Here's something else new. I'm heading to New York. We're going to do a day trip, like a long day trip. Going to go over to Philly Town. That's that way. Going to Philly Town, meeting up with Sean Spins early in the morning. We're going to hop on a double-decker bus. We got a nice spot up top where you get to see the views. We're going to head to New York. We're going to spend the whole day in New York, eating good food, having some drinks, going to check out the museums, checking out vinyl shops, awesome vintage bookstore there I want to check out, and maybe some vintage clothing, and just have a really, really good time. May stream it. Now, this is going to be on the 20th, so you're not going to see me doing my Saturday show on the 20th, but I may just stream a little bit from New York City. Nueva York City? Yeah. What's happening, Eric? We got two Erics in the crowd here tonight. All right. Good to see you. Cliff's in the house. Good to see you, Cliff. Thank you so much, Cliff. If anybody doesn't know Clifford, the vinyl cheapskate, go give a feller a sub, all right? He's into the contest kind of thing. He's a contest kind of guy, but he also shows some really rad stuff. And he was so kind in his last thread, I think they call it, threads. He shouted out a feller's channel. And that's the kind of stuff I just love, that you're in someone's mind, and when they think of something, they think of you. I love that kind of stuff because it's genuine it's a genuine thought process, you know what I mean? It's not contrived or anything like that. So if you don't know Cliff the Vinyl Cheapskate, go sub to his channel. He's got some good content. He's one of the good fellers out there. A lot of not good fellers out there in the interwebs, but let me tell you, Cliff is one of the good guys. And a fellow Jerseyite. And I know he's not that far away. I think he said he's in Maryland. And hopefully someday, myself and Cliff, not me, maybe Bizarro, me and Cliff, maybe we could all meet up sometime and just have a good time hanging out. And you never know. Anyway, Cliff's a great guy. Yes, so there are the concert updates and the trip update. I can't wait to go to New York. So on the 20th, not tomorrow, not this Saturday, but the following Saturday. So I'm really looking forward to that. So, all right. Good to have everybody on board tonight. We're going to have a really good time. I can't wait to spin. Now we're going to get to the music part, okay? I've only spent, less than 24 minutes monologue. That's like a new record for the shortest probably monologue I've ever done. But yeah, tonight we're doing part 2. That's dos for you Mexican and Spanish speaking fellers and fellettes out there. We're going to hit up the second. Part 2 is comprised essentially of, I'm going to do, last time we did the double LP, I played one LP from that. So we played 2 sides from the first Nuggets album. Today we're going to do side 3 and side 4, and we're going to do side 2 of the Duggets, which is the omitted stuff and stuff that the curator put together as some of his favorites from the series. But if you don't know, this Nuggets essentially came out in the early 70s, and it's some garage and early psych and that kind of stuff. Maybe some fringe kind of R&B, but really good music. So we're going to be focusing on that tonight. Now, if you weren't here for the last one, and you probably should have been, here's what we're playing off of tonight. I love the artwork on this. Really super rad stuff. Lots of liner notes and lots of information about the history of Nuggets. So that's the first one. This is the second volume, Nuggets. And we'll be hitting this up probably next Thursday. And then we got the Duggets, which is, again, a compilation put together by the producer, the man himself that essentially compiled the series to begin with. And we're going to do side 2 of the Duggets tonight. Comes with a really nice book. I'll show you some of that as we're playing the music. Yeah, that's essentially it. Yep. So, I'm going to start referring to all the guys as Eric. Is it easier that way? I don't know. I think Joe is a little more vanilla. I know there are a lot of Erics, but I think there are a lot more Joes out there. So, yeah, Joe. So, let's jump right into it. I see I probably talked a bunch of people out of the room. That's okay. Maybe I should start smearing some people. Maybe look at some drama. Maybe some rant. Maybe if I start ranting. Rantlers, I'm not going to rant tonight. We're going to let the music speak for itself. And, yeah, let's just let the music speak for itself. So let's sit back, check out some awesome music. This is Kimba's kind of stuff. Kimba's very outspoken when a fella plays music she doesn't like. And I don't know how I feel about that kind of stuff. Sometimes I just want to go like that. And, and other times I just want to, go like that, like around here. And other times I'm just thinking, that's okay. Some people are over-opinionated, and that's all right. But anyway, let's listen to some music. Darren's in the house. Sorry if I missed you, Darren. Good to see you, buddy. I don't remember if I missed you or not, but Darren's in the house. Good to see Darren. Always. His name used to be DJH Record Hound, and then he just kind of shortened it. Short but sweet. So let's check out disc number 2 from the first Nuggets double, both sides, and then we're going to do side 2 from Duggets. And what's going to happen afterwards? I don't know. Let's just play it by ear. What do you think? Sound good? Okay, let's play it. Oh, wait a minute. I got to sit it down on the, let me see if I can drop it from 6 feet. There we go. That wasn't too bad. All right, let's go. Good to have you guys on board tonight. Enjoy the music. That was a pretty rad cover. You hear that? Hey, Joe. Cheers, y'all. Cheers. Good to have you on board tonight. Oh, that's a good one.
baby, please don't go. All right. Won't be a dog. Won't be a dog. Be a dog. Get your way down here. Make you walk along, baby, please don't go. All right. Well, you must not talk. You must not talk. Get the county bomb. Here the sheriff is on, baby, please don't go. All right. Oh, get it. The sheriff is on, baby, please don't go. Here, baby. But please don't go. Please don't go. Please don't go down to New Orleans. You know I love you so, baby. Please don't go. All right. Boy, be a dog. Be a dog. Be a dog. Get your way down here. Make you walk along, baby. Please don't go.
Good evening, y'all. Yeah, that was cool, man. I just noticed it was the Amboy Dukes. It's like the heaviest one on here so far.
tobacco road. It only lies 5 miles long. And only you know how long. Oh, tobacco road. Tobacco road.
Oh, right. You hear that? Slapping the shit out of that knee bone tonight. That was some good stuff. You know what I like about this comp is it progresses. Because, you know, it's essentially from, 65 to 68 is this first double LP that I'm playing for you tonight. And then we got the second volume is also 64 to 68. But I like the way it progresses. It starts out with super early. Some of the stuff I wouldn't even call psych, but fringe psych. garagey kind of stuff. Some of the stuff we heard last time was actually a little bit of R&B, you know what I mean? But I like how it progresses. It gets more and more heavy and more psyche. Super cool shit. Good to have you guys on board tonight. And now we got 2 Aarons in the crowd. Good to see you, Aaron. Hope all's going well for you, buddy. How you doing? See how the voice went up? That's supposed to show that I care when I go, hey! How you been? Sugar and spice was the best. Knee slapping, I'm telling you. Go on, don't slap your knee too hard. Like, try to hit it with the ball of your hand or something. You can leave some marks there, you know what I mean? Don't ask me how I know. I'm good at slapping. I'm a good slapper. I'll just put that out there. Good and bad. You know what I mean? Nate says, Aaron, I'm thinking about bringing over my Monday night stream here to your channel. I know you go to bed early on work nights. So cool if I just get your login information? Absolutely, man. No problem at all. Nate's got a good show over there. When they stay up, I usually catch them afterwards. But a feller's got to be in bed, you know what I mean? 11 o'clock, and I think it goes on somewhere between 11 and midnight. But go hit up Nate Dogg's channel if you see him down there. It's Mr. Nate Mars. You know, he's not from Uranus. He's from Mars. So don't... Knee slapping. Yep. To Eric and Kimba and Darren's in the house and Bill. Good to see you, Bill. Who else just showed up that hasn't been here for a little while? It's just one of the... Yesterday's papers. Yeah, good to see you, man. Glad to see you back again. And then who came in afterwards and said the same thing that Kimba said? I missed it. Damn it. Oh, this other feller, Bill. I don't know if there's another Bill, or if there's 2 Bills, or the Bill's the same as the other Bill. I don't know. But a second Bill came in and said, sounds a little bit like Golden Earring. And yeah, it's funny because there was a comment that was just a few before your comment that said the same thing. Sound like Radar Love. And that's mostly attributed to that bass line. That is such kind of a stock driving bass line. But everything else was different. There was more of a kind of driving snare kind of beat going on there, you know, working upstairs and downstairs kind of stuff. All right, Randy. Take care of yourself, buddy. We'll see you next time. It's so good to see my man Rando back doing what he loves again. Get yourself some Z's, man. You know, us blue-collar fellers, we got to get up early in the morning. And, yeah, 5 does come awful early. So talk to you really soon, Randy. Take care of yourself, buddy. Thanks for coming by. Yep. Everybody loves Randy. Yep. Been talking about it for weeks, maybe months now. Where's Randy? Randy, check. Where's he at? Has anybody heard from him? I sent over a carrier pigeon. I sent over a blimp. I sent over a albino blind man with a shovel and a pail and nothing. And here he just pops in again. See how it goes? It's okay. People come and people go. Sometimes people go. Some people come and then they go and then they come back again. And then there are other people out there that do that about, 68 times. But, yeah, either way. Now we're going to jump on to side 2, which is side 4 of the first LP. Now, that's the original Nuggets' LP double. Now, here's some varying comments about the CD. Has a different track listing than the LP. Maybe there are some things omitted from the CD that are on the LP. Maybe the LP's got stuff omitted that's on the CD. Don't know. Matter of fact, I'm listening to this, is what a fella's trying to say. Getting tongue-tied here. I'm listening to this box set for the first time with you guys. I haven't heard this. The last time I heard it was when I played it last Thursday with you guys. So I'm actually holding back. The nails are getting dug into a feller's back. He's thinking about grandma. He's thinking about baseball, taxi, whatever it takes to just hold it back. Just keep it back. Hold on now. Don't let it go. I want to listen to it, but I want it to be a first-time thing, just like you guys. And I'm just gonna. Don't worry. I'll be gentle. You know what I mean? Don't worry about it, feller. may look menacing. He may look angry. He's going to grab you by the neck and shake you around. But I'm just a gentle feller. You know what I mean? Don't worry. It's just going to kind of, just like that. It's going to, all right, don't pay no mind now. Don't you worry your pretty little heads about it. No problem, Kimba. This is, some of this stuff is out of my wheelhouse. But I've also said, and I'm going to practice what I preach, that sometimes to keep developing your musical acuity, you want to jump out of your wheelhouse and listen to some stuff that maybe sometimes, maybe it's stuff you said you didn't like, but also maybe it's just stuff that you haven't taken enough time to realize if you've actually liked it or not. And there's a lot to be said about that kind of mindset. So practice what a feller's preaching. A lot of this stuff I haven't heard. I think maybe I heard 20%, maybe 25% of what we just played tonight. And I'm actually loving it. I'm loving the idea. Even that Sugar and Spice song I thought was kind of fun. Yeah. No problem, Kimpa. My pleasure. Now, without any further ado, we're just gonna jump. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm getting all. Let's just hold on now. Okay. Took a deep breath. Now, it's okay? All right. Anybody maybe want to partake in a shot with me or a beer, or maybe you got a bowl packed up, you got one of them happy candies, maybe you're chewing on a candy? What do you got going on tonight out there? I'm not sure. Maybe you got some glacier water like I got. I don't know. I'm going to pour myself another one because I'm feeling really good tonight. I'm in a good mood. You know me, that's a rare thing. I'm always showing up here morose and angry and sullen. And tonight I'm not. I'm feeling good tonight. So let's listen to side 2, which is actually side 4. But tonight it's side 2. We're listening to a second side tonight. This is actually side 4 on the first double Nuggets LPs. LPs is this? Yeah. And then when we get done this side, I'm going to play a side 2 of what I played last week on side 1, which is the Duggets LP. So we got a lot more music coming up. And then what happens afterwards, I don't know. I did put up that I was going to play Sir Lord Baltimore, the self-titled. Now, I don't know if I'm actually going to play that when we're all done. But you never know. Maybe I'll put on a couple songs from it, but I wanted to spotlight it as a full album. So let's just kind of play it by ear. Maybe bleep bloop it down in the comments, or let a fella know what you're thinking. You want to hear a little bit of something after we do Nuggets? Because as long as we don't get shut down, I'm okay with playing a little bit more music when we're done. But I don't want to play more Nuggets because I want this to kind of be an ongoing series. And at this point, it looks like I've got maybe another 2-hour session where we can play the full double LP next Thursday. Maybe I'll double down and I'll play you a full double volume 2 next Thursday, since I won't be here Saturday. Not this coming Saturday, but the following Saturday. Maybe I'll double and triple down for you guys just to keep you happy while fella's gone in another city. Maybe getting stabbed or shot, maybe getting in like a gang fight, maybe getting like hot Chinese food splashed all over my face by an angry vagrant. I don't know what's going to happen when I'm in New York. Don't know. But what I do know is I'm going to play a side 2, which is side 4 from the first Nuggets double LP. As I keep beating around the bush, now I'm going to reach back here and we're just going to play this music. Enjoy, people. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate it. Hope everybody's doing well on a Thursday night. Shot time.
You wanna know why I'm not true? You wanna know what's wrong with you? Nothing's wrong, girl. You're feeling so tough. Just one girl for me, and that ain't enough. Ha! I gotta love them all, babe, not just a few. Gotta love them all, girl. That's what I got to do. Oh yeah. Talk about girl. I mean girl. Talk about girl. Girls that beg for more. just walking by. Turns me on when she gives me the eye. There goes another one looking so fine. I won't be happy till I make her mine. I gotta love them all, not just a few. I gotta love them all, baby. That's what I got to do. Oh yeah. Talk about girls. Talk about girls. Talk about girls. Girls that beg for more. Talk about girls. 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 Talk about girls.
What's up, Steve? See you later, Amina. Have yourself a good night.
Sit down, I think I love you. Anywhere I'd like to try. I can't stop thinking of you. If you go, I know I'll cry. If you want someone to love you, pretty baby, make it real. It's not much time I still love you. Just try me and you'll see. Baby, can't you see that I'm a desperate man? I get high just thinking about you. You know what they say about the bird in the hand, and that's why I ain't living without you. Baby, can't you see that I'm a desperate man? I get high just thinking about you. You know what they say about the bird in the hand, and that's why I ain't living without you. Sit down, I think I love you. Anyway, I'd like to try. I can't stop thinking of you. If you go, I know I'll cry. Sit down, I think I love you. Sit down, I think I love you. Sit down, sit down, I love you. Sit down, sit down, I love you.
Uh-oh. I think we've got an internet fight going on. Fight, 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 fight. Good to see you, Boingo.
Up in the morning at 8:30, you can't have your breakfast 'cause you'll be late. You're tired like a hangman's noose. Ain't no time to drink it, you see you run, 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 run. Yeah, you run, 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 run. Stand on the corner and wait for the bus, it's late again. You start to cuss, the paper's filled with all bad news. Fat lady stares on your polished shoes, so you run, 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 run. Yeah, you run, 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 run. And the latest quotations from the New York Stock Exchange.
Heart attacks up 2 3/4. Mental illness split 3-4-1. Ulcers up 1. General chaos. That's general chaos is up 1/4. The Great Society, unfortunately, is down 5 points.
Down at the office, all is still. The boss is at a funeral. A note on the door, no work today. Our chief competitor passed away. So you run, 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 run. Yeah, you run. Up in the morning at 8:30, you can't have your breakfast 'cause you'll be late. Tie your tie like a hang with loose. Ain't no time to drink it, you. So you run, 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 run. Yeah, you run, 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 run.
Just like a breath of spring, you came my way. I heard a bluebird sing, but not today. 'Cause it's winter time, and the leaves are brown. Since you went away, my world fell down. I see a suitcase lying, packed up to go. I stop myself from crying. How I don't know. 'Cause it's winter time, and the leaves are brown. Since you went away, my world fell down. Wish I didn't feel like winter, 'cause spring's a better thing, I know. I feel so much better if I could only let her go. 'Cause it's winter time, and the leaves
What's up, Eric? And other Eric. Good to see you guys. You show up on the same bus? Fucking short bus, right? Licking them windows clean, boy. Good to see you guys.
If you see him, tell him that Herbert is looking for him. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. The premiere.
that sounds like when I show up. Ladies go crazy.
The sky is falling. The ocean is calling. The world is turning round and round. Spray the weed. A zephyr breathes. A mushroom hangs above the ground. Would you believe it's a happening? Would you believe it's a happening?
Now, that song was cool. That was really cool. All right, now let me switch this up real quick, and I'll tell you what it's all about. Like, I showed you the sticker like 3 times. Are you reading what I'm showing you? You just kind of laying there on your side. You know, phone is like over there somewhere. How many people? This is an interesting question. How many people out there right now? Tell me what kind of device you're listening to this stream on. Are you listening to a phone? Do you have a phone with headphones? Are you listening to it through your TV? Are you listening through it through your TV with like a nice stereo? Let a feller know how you're listening to this stuff, because I go through a lot of trouble to get like nice stereo separation and equalization on both sides, left and right. So let a feller know what you're listening to. I'm thinking the majority of people out there are probably just listening on their phones, which is a complete downer, I think, when you consider stereo separation. Now, my phone's got 2 speakers on it. It's got an upper speaker and a lower speaker. So let me bleep it down in the comments. Let me know what you're listening on. Okay, there we go. And I just banged my toe on the side of my chair. And that didn't really feel good, people. I'm just going to let you know right now. Banged my raw foot right off the side of that chair. And it hurt. Probably going to shut my camera off here and cry for a minute. I'm going to hold my foot up in the air and jump up and down and go, ow, ow, ow. Yes. Okay, let's see. What do you guys got going on here? Because this is actually a serious question. I'm curious what you guys listen on. Now, when I listen to a stream and it's related to music, I'll listen to it on my television, and then I'll have my phone so I can do my chatting. So you lucky people out there that stream music, just know that you're actually getting two different fellers in there off of one, you know. Let's see. Dave says personal computer, but he's got terrible speakers. Boingo says earbuds and a phone, which could be good depending on the type of earbuds. Vaughn says he's listening to it on his PC. Kimba, tablet with a Bluetooth speaker, which can be really good because there are all kinds of great Wi-Fi speakers out there. Bluetooth. And Mikey always listens to music on his TV at home with his home theater system. And that's essentially the same thing I'm doing. I got like a home theater kind of thing. So you really, really get the awesome sound and separation. PC with DAC and OK speakers. Nate's listening to it on his toaster, which is cool. Eddie says he's listening through his television, which has a Sonos sound bar. We've seen that on Eddie's room. He's got this TV on this side. He's got the bar underneath, which some sound bars can sound really fucking good. This is cool. I'm curious. Yeah. Microsoft Zune. I'm not sure what that is, Shane, but it's good to see you, bud. Hope all's well, Mr. Rocky. Hey, yo. Good to see you, Shane. Adrian says on our TV, because Adrian's got himself a nice, shiny new computer. That's probably rocking the shit over there, especially when you set up an external set of speakers on it. Eric says on his television. Cool. Adrian says I'm on the big screen. Uh-oh. You get to count all the pores in a feller's cheek skin. Okay. Watching this in his kitchen under bad lighting. I don't know what the lighting has to do with the audio quality. Just staring into the void with a murderous, dull look in his eyes. Like just the kind of person you wouldn't want to turn a corner and see, just kind of deadpan staring at you. Yep. Okay. iPad. Red's vinyl trip. Hey, Red. You a new feller in the crowd tonight? Hey, if you're an actual new feller and you're not like another name of somebody that is here or used to be here, good evening to you, bud. Red's Vinyl Trip. I like that name. He says iPad into Dragonfly. Red DAC. Now, what's a DAC? Digital audio something? Into blonde. I don't understand half of what you put in there, but I'm assuming that's probably some good equipment. Okay. Oh, you listen. All right. Yeah, which is a great idea, especially because Mikey's got, like I've got, when I listen to headphones, I've got the closed back headphones. I got like the literal cans, German made 50 millimeter drivers in an enclosed can. That's the only way to listen to music. If you're going to listen with headphones, earbuds are a different story. But if you're going to listen with headphones, closed back, full action, 50 millimeter drivers in those headphones. Really awesome. TV. Hey, Russ, what's happening, bud? Good to see you, man. Hope all's well, buddy. So I didn't see you creep in, but I'll catch up eventually. Feller's kind of slow. Not as efficient as Mr. Pilmer over there, but it is what it is. I'm pulling like double duty, triple duty. I'm spinning music. I'm yakking. I'm asking questions, and I'm looking at the chat at the same time. So give a feller a minute. I'll catch up. Good to see you, Russ. He's watching on a 70-inch television with a hi-fi system. Now I'm starting to get worried. Should I put a little powder on my nose? Because I just got my laptop here, and that's just like a 17er. You know what I mean? And can you see, like, hopefully I'm not. Nate says he's listening on his phone. No headphones. Nate, Mr. Bouchard cares more about baseball audio than he does about the actual music. So that's really good to know, Nate. I'm just kidding. We like what we like. You like baseball over music? That's fine. Some people don't even listen to the music. Some people say, I got the audio shut off because all you do is talk. And I'm hanging in the chat. And that's fine too, but I don't know. How many people want to see? I know I got a lot of questions, and I'm not trying to boggle a person's mind, but how many people out there are interested in just a show where I just come up and I talk? I know I do a lot of talking now. Could you imagine a whole show with me just yakking and yakking and yakking? But here's a serious question. How many people are interested in just hanging out and hearing a guy chat? I know somebody else already does that, so I'm not trying to ride anybody's coattails or anything. I'm just wondering, maybe we'll play a song and then do a little chat and then play another song and do a little chat. Let a fella know. Bleep it down in the comments. Let me know what you're thinking. 4K. Yeah, thank God it ain't 4K. There's a reason we're at the P that we're at right now, Eric. Just so you know. Digital analog converter. Very nice. You guys got some serious equipment out there, man. Darren says, on a stereo phone. But he alternates between a boom box so he can move around the house and scrub out his toilet. Movie tonight? That's a good question, Adrian. I'll tell you what, I do have a pretty... It was a toss-up between a movie or a documentary. But there's a really awesome blues documentary that I just fucking adore. I'm considering maybe playing a documentary for you guys tonight. I don't know if it's going to be a movie or a documentary. Yeah. But, yeah, there's one that I haven't seen for a long time, and I watched a little bit of it today. It's just so fucking cool. So if you guys want to learn a little bit about blues and maybe some stuff some of you fellas out there might not know, we may do that. Yep. Well, I'll tell you what, Boingo, I do quite a bit of camping and hiking. I don't know if you think I'm just kind of a city biker type of fella, but I love camping. I love hiking. I love wilderness camping. I don't do campsites. I don't do the pool and it's got an arcade and a chef where you can get a whites. I don't want any yolks in my omelet kind of thing. I do wilderness camping with no electric. Caveman TV, that's what I call it. Caveman TV, which is the fire. Of course, I bring good music and really good food and set up the van. Anyway, hey, I got good news about the van, by the way. I don't know if I don't think I updated anybody on the van situation. But the Shaggin' Wagon is going to be back really, really soon. Work has already begun on the restoration and reinvigoration of the Shaggin' Wagon. So now, fella's going to have the Denali, and I'm going to have the Shaggin' Wagon back again. Totally excited about that. Might even be pitching a tent. You know, you never know. Anywho, Matt's in the house. Good to see you, Matt. You just stumble in, buddy. Make sure get yourself a drink ticket. It's over by the door. Go grab yourself something cold to drink. Whatever it is, get seltzer water, root beer, or Pepsi. We don't carry any Coke, so don't ask for Coke. Or beer, wine, whiskey, vodka. Just get what you want. Sit down, have a good time. Good to see you, Matt. Good to have you back again. Eric, I do a combination. Let me just put it this way, Eric. That's a good question. I don't let people stop me from going camping. Now, I know there are a lot of... This doesn't just pertain to, like, going camping. I've talked about this kind of thing before. Hey, you want to go to a show? Oh, I can't go. You know, the kids or soccer practice or, you know, got to scrub my tights down by the creek or, you know, I got to go to work or, you know, it's those kind of things that keep people from really doing the things that they want to do. And that's where life changes, is when you rely on people to do things, and when they don't want to do them, you don't do them. I don't allow those kind of things to hinder the things in my life anymore. So to answer your question, Eric, I go with people or without people, and I have just as much fun. And, of course, I alter kind of my trip related to if there's a lot of people and it's kind of hang out at the campsite kind of thing and, you know, drink some beers and listen to music. If I'm alone, I tend to do more hiking and exploring, take the mountain bike out and ride around, go check out the stuff. So So it's a combination. So I do both, and I enjoy both. Yep. May the 4th be with y'all. All right. What about the Jersey Devil bat thing? That's a really good question. I've actually ran into him a couple times. Let me tell you, he's not as menacing as you may think, Vaughn. He's actually a pretty decent guy. He sounds English. Like he's got a British accent. He kind of sounds like Paul, from over in the UK, which really kind of threw a guy. Because I was walking through the forest one night, and all of a sudden I heard, and this thing just kind of landed right in front of me. And first thing he said to me was, "Good evening, Governor." Anyway, he didn't say that. He's actually a decent guy. He likes triple bock beer. He likes IPAs and kind of craft beers. I think the Jersey Devil would just be down with like Miller Lite or Budweiser, but he's a pretty finicky entity. I was going to say feller, but I'm not quite sure what he's got going on there. He wears a loincloth. And I don't know what's going on down. I didn't want to ask. Nowadays you don't want to ask those kind of questions. Just non-binary entity. I just left it at that. Good conversationalist. It's got a lot to talk about. Yeah. What's happening, King? Man, we got people filtering in and out. It's good to see you, King. Hope you're having a good week. It's good to see you. Thanks for coming by. We got one more side of an album here to play. Yeah, great. All right, rest in peace, absolutely. Headache. Oh, my God, Kimbo, you want to give a fella a thumping headache? Give me some Miller Lite or Budweiser or some cheap type of liquor. Just, man, don't like it. All right. So here we go. Let's play side B of the Duggets. And if you're asking yourself, what are you saying? You saying Duggets or Nuggets? Well, let me tell you what it says right here. It says, also Duggets, compiled and annotated by the original Nuggets producer, Lenny Kaye. So this is an add-on, and this is a compilation of songs that Lenny likes outside of the Nuggets compilation stuff. So we got a Nuggets that was, we got a Nuggets that wasn't, and then we got a best of annotated by the man himself, Lenny Kaye. There we go. Yep. When I'm done this album side here, we may have enough time left. Unless we get the bleep bloop and the people come and shut a feller down. But I don't think they're going to do tonight. I think they may shut me down afterwards. But somebody mentioned Ultimate Spinach. I'm thinking on the same vibe, like this psych kind of vibe. And I do, there are plenty of people here that have heard this. I played this at least a couple times. And I played it in its entirety for a full album spotlight. So if anybody wants to hear this entire album, I've actually played it before on the channel. It's back there. Oh, that reminds me. If you go to a feller's channel and you look in the, it's right here. If you look in my playlists on my channel, you're going to see something new. You're going to see podcasts. What I've done is I've compiled all the Hydra sessions and all the full album spotlight sessions in 2 different playlists, and I've categorized them as podcasts. So now, if you don't like looking at a feller and just being confused by all the visual stuff going on around you, I have playlists now that you can hear in audio only. You can choose between video or audio depending on what your device is and if you've got the YouTube Music app or what you got going. But if you just want to hear the audio, for all the Hydra sessions and all the full album spotlights, you can go to my channel and check those out individually. You can separate them by date of upload. You can shuffle them, but you can listen to them in audio only. And that's a brand new thing on a feller's channel. That's another, glad I remembered to mention that to you guys. All right. King says, Van, I want to listen to VC videos while driving. The only experience of audio, the presenters almost always sound drunk. Interesting. Because I'm about this close to it right now, King. I'm just letting you know. I don't know, Boingo. Does audio give you boners? I don't know. Then just look at the video. I don't advocate boners while you're driving because all the blood ends up draining down. It pools down and down south and in other regions, and then all of a sudden you're. Well, I don't want to be responsible for any vehicular death or homicide, or I don't want anybody out there to get hurt. So if you get a boner by listening to a guy talk, maybe just pull over, hit the rest stop, and just compose yourself, and then move on after you think about baseball and your grandmom and taxes. Okay. Let's check out Duggets Side 2. We heard Duggets Side 1 last week. Now we're hearing Side 2 of Duggets. And then I'll check out the chat, and we'll see if you guys want to hear a little bit of Ultimate Spinach. I could also pull a few different ones, psych-related. But let's see where we end up here at the end of this album. And that'll pretty much dictate how much time we got and what we're going to do. Good to see you guys. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Appreciate you. Hope you're having a good Thursday. Hope I'm Am I not entertaining you?
This love that flows within the heart of me. It's a happening thing. The world and you become a part of me. Tell me you love me, I will understand. Tell me you need me, take me by the hand. This is the first time I have felt this way. It's a happening thing, and now I know this feeling's here to stay. Tell me you love me, I will understand. Tell me you need me, take me by the hand. This is the first time I have felt this way. Through this thing up till now in the world, it's a happening thing. It's love that flows within the heart of me. It's a happening thing. The world and you become a part of me. Tell me you love me, I will understand. Tell me you need me, take me by the hand. This is the first time I have felt this way. Through this thing up till now in the world, it's a happening thing. Being misused. I seen it all in a dream last night. Just leaving this town 'cause we don't treat them right. Catching trains, riding planes, oh, you fellas gotta change your ways. You're leaving this town in a matter of days. Treating them true. You fellas run around with someone new. They're getting
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Go down to the river, and there I'll be. I'm gonna jump in, baby. If you don't stay by me, open up your eyes. Can't you see I need you? Open up your heart. Can't you see I love it? Oh, baby, don't do it. Once you break my heart, don't you do it. Once you break my heart, don't you leave me. Don't you leave me. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I know woman is a wonderful thing. The way we treat them is a crime shame. I say one day it won't be long. All of these fine girls will be gone. Catch a train, ride the plane, one by one, two by two, four by four, more and more.
Bob Saget died? Oh, no. I love his Aristocrats joke. He does it better than anybody, even better than Gilbert does.
It always made me stay inside. There's one thing that I know for sure. I've got a reason to like it since you took me for a rainbow ride. It's rainy, it's pouring, but I don't care no more. It's like a yellow balloon on a rainy afternoon. And love's a yellow balloon. I've never felt this way before. It's a feeling that I can't explain. There's one thing that I know for sure. I can tell you're feeling it too, 'cause when I'm walking with you in the rain, it's like a yellow balloon. It's like a yellow balloon on a rainy afternoon. And love's a yellow balloon. Yes, I do. And I know you love me too. Raindrops falling on the street. I don't care, 'cause when we meet, I know the sky is gonna get lighter. The sun's gonna shine a little brighter, like a yellow balloon on a rainy afternoon. And love's a yellow balloon. It's like a yellow balloon on a rainy afternoon. And love's a yellow
Anybody get any nitrous balloons? Anybody got any nitrous balloons out there? Remember those at the concerts? Man, that was great. I can hear the inside of your engine running, dude. Cheers, y'all. Cheers!
I'm psychotic because I let my hair grow long. They say that I'm crazy and they call me lazy 'cause I don't like to work all day long. Well, I'm crazy like a fox. Oh, I'm crazy like a fox. 'Cause while they're working on the inside, I'm having fun on the outside. Oh yeah, I'm crazy like a fox. Oh babe, crazy like a fox. Oh,
got that real jangly kind of Yardbirds vibe to it, don't they? Interesting. Kimba's like, she's feeling it right now, I can tell.
Bad boy, you know why I'm not gonna try. Well, I'm burned and filled and scorned. Bad boy, I feel down for Lord. I'm right, I know I'm right. When I'm gonna put up no fight. When I'm hurt, you better agree. I've heard there's no lead. No! Been burned, you look and see. I've been burned, no scars on me. I've been burned, life's no game. I've been burned by a Syrian flame. Whoa, said I've learned where love went wrong, and I've learned you were playing around. I've learned and I won't cry. I've learned so this is goodbye. Been burned, learned a lesson true. I've been burned by loving you. I've been burned to blaze blazing high. Been burned in my smoldering cry. Been burned, but what do you make cry me? Been burned. Wanna say it again now? Been burned. I'll tell you one more time. Been burned. I would have given you all of my heart, but somebody else has torn it apart, and they've taken almost all that I've got. But if you want, I'll try to love again. Baby, I'll try to love again, 'cause I know the first cut is the deepest. Baby, I know first cut is the deepest. And when it comes to being lucky, she's first. When it comes to loving me, she's worst. But when it comes to being loved, she's first. That's how I know. First cut is the deepest. Baby, I know. First cut is the deepest. I still want you by my side, just to help me dry the tears that I've cried. And I'm sure gonna give you a try. And if you want, I'll try to love again. Baby, I'll try to love again, 'cause I know first cut is the deepest. Baby, I know first cut is the deepest. When it comes to being lucky, she's first. When it comes to loving me, she's worst. But when it comes to being loved, she's first. That's how I know. First cut is the deepest. Baby, I know. First cut is the deepest. Baby, I know.
Two more to go. Now you're talking. Bit of Wayne Cochran, baby. Come on now.
Going back to Miami. Going back to my girl. I said I'm going back to Miami. Going back to my girl. I gotta get back to my baby and take her in my arms again. I gotta get back to my baby. I ain't seen her since I don't know when. I gotta get back down to Florida and lay out in the morning sun. I gotta get back to Miami and have a whole lot of fun. Gotta get back. Gotta get back. Gotta get back. All right. Going back to Miami. I'm going back to my girl. I said I'm going back to Miami. Going back to my girl. All aboard the night train for Miami, Florida. I was in Chicago. They were doing the Watusi. Boston, Massachusetts. They done the Boston Monkey. New York City. They done the Boogaloo. Philadelphia. They were doing the Philly Dog. So I headed west out around LA. They were doing the Temptation Walk and it's getting better every day. I headed on south down to Houston, Texas. They were doing the Alligator. I said goodbye so long. I'll dig you just a little bit later. Cause there ain't nobody in the whole world can boogaloo like me and my girl. So I'm going back to Miami. I said I gotta get back down to Miami, Florida. All aboard the night train. The night train to Miami. I gotta get back down to Miami.
Nah, you know, good thing you can't see a fella's legs, man. They are moving all over the place. Yeah, pick that up, Eric. I'll tell you, for the price, man, it's pretty fucking. You get a lot of content for that kind of money.
I'm living somewhere in a new dimension.
Cheers, everybody.
I'm leaving it
Cheers.
all so far behind. Don't waste any time, girl. Step inside my mind. I'm 5 years ahead of my time. Look into my mind. Look ahead, don't look behind. I'm 5 years ahead of my time. I'm doing it exactly what I want to. Society can't play with my mind. If you love me, baby, come along with me. I'm 5 years ahead of my time. Look into my mind. Look ahead, don't look behind. I'm 5 years ahead of my time. It may seem like I'm coming on strong, but I know just where it's at for me. I'm through caring all bad, they're right or wrong. I've unlocked the door to life's mystery. Step inside my mind. Look ahead, don't look behind. I'm 5 years ahead of my time. Look into my mind, girl. Look ahead, don't look behind. I'm 5 years ahead of my time.
you go. All done. All done. That's it. That's a lot of music. We just broke 2 hours, 1 minute, and counting, 30-some seconds. We made it. We got through a whole session without being shut down by the po-po. I don't like it when they show up. Gets a guy angry. I'll tell you what. The last Nuggets session we did, they came back and they said, we don't like 2 of these songs that you're playing. We're going to take down the whole video. I said, no, you're not. They said, yeah, we already did. And I go, okay, what songs? And then 13th Floor Elevators, and then another one, which I forget. So I had to edit my last video, the last Nuggets video. I may have to do it again this time. But we are fighting hard to keep this content up there for you fellers and fellettes to check out after the fact. It's not getting easier. I'll just put it that way. It's not getting easier to play music here on the YT. But having said that, I do have a session that is bespoke for the kind of stuff that we don't care if they shut us down for, and we don't care if we keep it, if it stays, or if it goes. And that's called the Phantom Sessions. Now, I don't know if anybody's checked out the Phantom Sessions, because I think the 3 or 4 that we've done, all but one have been taken down. There is one Phantom Session up for you guys to check out. We're going to do more of that kind of stuff. I'm thinking on doing a Phantom Session this coming Saturday. So, what is a Phantom Session? You're going, Aaron, what's a Phantom Session? I'm confused. Well, let me explain to you. Have a seat. I'll talk you through it. Phantom Session is a session comprised of music from a feller's library back here in the pantry, next to the beans and the crackers. I don't eat almond flour crackers. I'll eat. I don't eat the flour crackers. Anywho, it's comprised of the collection that is behind me. And what I do for Phantom Sessions are I pull any record that I want to play with complete disregard for any of the YT's policies or worrying about being shut down for playing the kind of music you're not allowed to play because some obscure band from the early 70s, somebody owns rights to it, and they don't want you playing the music for some reason. And I've always been of the ilk that if you can turn people on to new music, and they're going to go out and pick up this music, I'm not making any money on the channel, so you figure that, shouldn't that be a part of the equation? So, it's a niche thing, right? I'm not making money off it. My channel's not monetized. And I'm turning people on to new music that maybe some people wouldn't have even known existed if it wasn't for me. And a lot of those people are going out and buying said records. So I think I'm actually creating, I'm creating people that want to go out and actually spend money on this shit, but they still want to take it down. I don't understand what it is, but that's what the Phantom Sessions are. So I think that's what we're going to do Saturday. We're going to play whatever it is we want to play, and we're just not going to worry about it. We're going to play until the big thing goes in the middle of the screen where they go, no more music, no more fun, and then we'll shut it down. Now, you're probably asking yourself, Aaron, you just played a bunch of music, you talked, and you played music for 2 hours. But I'm not satisfied yet. I want more. The people want more. They're outside the window right now. They got pitchforks and torches, and they're chanting. I don't know what they're chanting. I can't hear them because the window's closed. But you guys are saying things I can't understand. I'm going to assume it's you're awesome, we love you, don't ever stop doing this. But if you're wondering if I'm going to play more music, maybe I could. Or maybe we could go over to Twitch and watch a documentary about music. I don't know. Let me check the chat here real quick. We'll just pull it back. We'll take a deep breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Everything will be fine. Let me check and see what I missed. Boy goes eating gluten-free pretzels. Don't eat the gluten, kids. It's not good for you. Yep. 8 hours of 8 tracks. Now I'm loving that. Now that's something I can really, a fella can sink his choppers into that idea. I do love that. Although I don't get a lot of people that want to hang out and listen to 8 tracks, which is really strange because you can just kind of see the record in the background. And I do have some 8 tracks that sound really, really good. I almost think that you wouldn't know the difference if I was playing 8 tracks. Some of the quality 8 tracks I have down here, I don't think you even know the difference. That if I was playing an 8 track or I was playing a vinyl, what do you guys call it? A vinyls? Vinyls? Wax? I like wax. Later on, Eric. Eric's going to sleep. Good to see you, buddy. Quit staring into the abyss. Lay down on your pillow. Get some sleep. I'll talk to you soon, Eric. Give me a call. We got catching up to do. You did do a Phantom session. Yep, absolutely. We'll see you back hopefully on a future Phantom session. Okay. What am I missing here? Well, Nate, there's not a lot of them that you can keep up. You got to be really, like when you did the first, when you came up and did a Hydra session with me, and it was me, you, and Mikey, and I mentioned to you, pick really, really obscure music. I mean, the most obscure. Now, this is subjective, I believe. In my experience now, I've learned that the word obscure is subjective, and what some people may feel is obscure is actually not obscure. And I mean the most underground, unheard kind of stuff that you can possibly pull from your collection. Now, a lot of people don't have really, really obscure stuff. So it may depend on your collection and the depth of that obscurity. I focus mostly on the obscure stuff. And I also focus more in a specific timeline related to those obscure type of albums. So it makes it a little bit easier for me to get away with that kind of stuff. I'm giving you pearls here, people. Now listen to what I'm saying. It's kind of the crux of the biscuit, as Mr. Zappa said. And it's not only because I'm worried about things getting pulled down, but I want to turn you people onto some really as unknown as I can possibly find for you guys. And I don't specifically go searching for music to play for you guys. I search for music that I find interesting for myself, and then I go, this would be really awesome for a Cerberus. This would work out really well for a Hydra. This will work out really well for a full album spotlight. Now, Hydra ends up being extremely difficult. It's probably the most difficult stream that I do as far as keeping music up after the fact. Now, out of 27 or 28 Hydra sessions, I believe there was only 2, maybe 3 that were pulled down out of all those. And that's directly attributed to the fact that I toil over coming up with the most obscure sets possible. And if it is known, what's the percentage? You know what I mean? And there's always a chance kind of taken there. But if just one person or 2 people play a few songs that get pinched, it can ruin the whole session. And there's been quite a few, 2 or 3, like I said, in the past. Some of them, there were so many songs on there that it didn't even make sense editing them. But by the time you edited out all the music, you'd end up with maybe 20 minutes of content. So I just completely took that stuff down. But that's part of the process of what I do when I think about these sessions and how I go about it. And so it's kind of pivoted from Hydra sessions and keeping those up over to these full album spotlight sessions. And essentially it makes it just as difficult to play 7, 8, 10 songs from a certain artist and keeping those up as opposed to picking maybe 8 or 10 songs from 8 or 10 different artists. If I knew what the pattern was, I'd be up here all the time playing stuff all day and night and not worrying about it. So there are tons there are tons. Well, let me just put it this way, Russ. Every single session that I've ever done has some type of copyright. For the most part, the copyright-related stuff that I have is related to not being able to be monetized. So they'll say it's copyrighted, but the owner allows you to play this music. But you can't make any money doing it, which is no big deal for me, because the last thing I'm interested in is trying to make money doing what I'm doing, because I've talked about this many times in the past. It changes the whole dynamic of what I'm doing, and I don't need to feel obligated to do my song and dance for you guys. I want to do it because I'm interested in doing it. I want to come up here and play good music, and I want to hang with you guys. That is essentially the foundation of the reason I'm doing this kind of stuff. So every single session that I've ever done, Russ, has some type of copyright next to it. But they're typically songs that they're okay with letting you share. But you can't make any money doing it. But I don't care about making money doing it. So I reiterate, you know what I mean? Keeping it real. Boingo, you're absolutely right. I try to keep it as real as possible. So many channels and so many people making videos and doing their live streams, and they all kind of put on a face. I've got my shtick, you know what I mean? You know, I got the Italian demeanor and the arms are waving around and that kind of stuff. But I'd like to think that I'm probably one of the most honest, transparent people that you live streaming people are probably watching. And I take pride in that. I don't play a lot of games. I tend to keep it real and as down to earth as possible. We have a lot of fun and we joke around, and that's great too. There's nothing wrong with that. But I don't put on airs, and I don't play any games, and I don't expect anything from you guys other than companionship and excellent chat. There's so many people in this chat hanging out here. You know, you're good people. I like that I can bring people together. That's probably one of the most interesting things, and it's probably one of the most positive things that come out of this whole live streaming situation is my love for music and your love for music, because you're here for the music as well. I know you like hearing me talk and giving you updates and the jokes and all that kind of stuff. But to know that there are so many people out there that want to come together for one simple reason, and that's music, that is what really makes this so interesting for me. And that's why I keep coming back. So as long as you guys keep coming back and hanging out with me and supporting what I do, I'll still always have an interest to come back and reiterate, reciprocate, is what a fella's trying to say, with you guys. So from the bottom of a fella's heart, I really appreciate you guys coming by and supporting what I do. I know I'm putting something out there for you guys, and hopefully you're forgetting about life for a little while. You can just sit back and listen to a guy ramble about essentially nothing. Maybe you're picking up something from it. I've heard people say that you're providing a service, and we like what you're saying, and you help to put some of my issues in focus. And if I'm really doing that much for you guys, then goddamn, I'm just about to shed a tear. You know, if those are the reasons that you're here. But if you're just here for the camaraderie and the chat and the good music and just kind of ripping each other gently, you know, joking back and forth and talking about music and what you love and what you don't love, but just keeping it, keeping it real and keeping it normal. You don't have to go beating on anybody or making fun of anybody or anything like that. But if you're here for any of those reasons, then I suppose my job is done. And essentially, it doesn't make it a job for me. I'm enjoying sitting here talking to an oval device on my computer. I can see me, but I can't see you guys. I can see what you're typing in the chat. And I've gotten to know a lot of you guys over the time that I've been up here doing this live stream stuff. And I'd like to say that a lot of you guys are friends of mine, but I haven't actually met you in person. So I can say you're internet friends as far as the internet goes. But, the dynamics of a friendship actually changes when you really meet somebody in person. So I really hope to meet a lot of you people out there in the future. I really do. Because there are so many awesome people that are hanging out here with me right now. And, it means a lot to me that you're hanging out supporting what I do. And it's a reciprocal kind of thing. You come and support me, I'll keep doing what I do. Hopefully you'll be happy with what I'm doing. If not, you don't have to stay. I'm never going to hold a gun to anybody's head and say, and I'm also not going to pander. I'm also not going to play just what it is that you specifically want to hear. There's too much music out there for me to kind of hyper-focus on what it is that the masses want to hear. Occasionally I play stuff, and there's a lot of people that don't like what I'm playing. But you can still respect the idea of sharing in this love of music. So, and there's some stuff in these nuggets that I'm not feeling some of the songs in these. I don't like some of that sunshine pop and that schlocky kind of stuff. But I'm listening to it, and I'm doing my best to absorb it. And whether I like it or don't like it, it doesn't matter in the end, because it's the love of music overall that brings us together. So I'm going to look over a few more of these comments because I haven't been looking down. You're wondering why are you always looking down? Because I got my chat right here on my phone. And then I got all the kind of stuff over here on the laptop that's taking care of all the rest. So let me look at some of these comments. Have I ever considered wearing a cape? That's a good question, King. And guess what? A feller has already got a video up here where I wore a cape. Now, I don't know. Maybe, King, maybe you weren't around back when we did the Halloween special. But if you go back and look at the Hydra sessions and you see the Halloween special from last October, you're going to see a guy wearing a cape. You're also going to see a guy wearing complete makeup all over a feller's face. I had a smoke machine, and the whole house was just full of smoke, and we just had a great time. So to answer your question, have I ever considered wearing a cape? Yes, and I have worn a cape. Boingo's going to eat some Frosted Flakes. Okay, that's fine. Okay. I read that 8 tracks were introduced in the late 60s. Actually, before the late 60s, Dave. If you look back into some history, they were essentially, now, it was, here's what I'm trying to say. If you heard of the feller that that owns Lear Jets, I think his name might be Norman. Anyway, he helped to build and on the 8-track format is what I'm trying to say. He put a lot of time and money into making the 8-track into what it is today, essentially. So I think it goes back actually into the late 50s as far as that goes, because they were predominantly used on jet planes, Lear jets and things like that. And some of these carts I have back here actually say Lear carts on the back. So we'll do a whole 8-track thing if you guys want to learn about 8 tracks, and we can talk about that in the future and stuff. But essentially, Erica, I appreciate that comment. You're doing a great job playing cool tunes. I always aspire to playing really good music for you guys, the best that I can possibly find for you guys. There are also a lot of people that are just kind of playing the norm. And people like that are getting a lot of people that come in, way more people that ever come in and hang out at my show. Like you get 70, 80, 90, 100, over 100 people watching. But it's not really the kind of music that I'm interested in sharing. If you want to hear a jukebox, then you can go to the bar, or you can hang out over at those other places that kind of specialize in that kind of thing. But I like to hyper-focus on the obscure kind of stuff, you know what I mean? So thank you very much for saying that. I appreciate that, man. Dave, I try to keep it real. I'm just reading some comments here. Give me a second. Yep, I'm reading your comment, Russ. I see you. Yep. Unmonetizable. That's pretty much where I'm at. Cameo, yeah, Boingo wants me to start up a Cameo where I show my feet or toes or something like that. Yeah, Russ, yeah, I mean, there's podcast stuff on here now. All the Hydra sessions and all the full album spotlights, you can hear in audio only. So, like, if you're at work or if you're like a blue-collar guy like me and you're up on a ladder working, you can set it up on your radio, put the phone in your pocket, and you can just listen to the audio stuff. Eddie, yes. Adrian says she's here for the music, the stories, and the socializing, and I love that. That's exactly why I do what I'm doing. Thank you, Russ. I appreciate that, man. Kind words from you people out there. I really do appreciate that. Yep. We will do a focus on some 8-tracks. If you guys are interested in doing some 8-track stuff, I really do have some pretty fucking rad stuff on 8-track. I know people think, oh, you got some, what do you got? A bunch of country? You know, you got a bunch of bootleg carts. Yeah, I got country. Yeah, I got bootleg carts. Yes, I've got some disco on carts. But I also have a lot of difficult to find kind of stuff here. I've got almost all the early Deep Purple stuff on cart. I got a bunch of Emerson, Lake and Palmer on cart. Guess Who, James Brown, Janis Joplin, Montrose, ZZ Top, The Doors, a bunch of Hendrix, Alice Cooper, Black Sabbath, Exuma, John Entwistle, Stevie Wonder. I mean, Stones, Slade. I mean, there's all kinds of killer stuff in this 8-track collection. And I picked up all these essentially way back in the beginning when 8-tracks were going for $1, $2, maybe $5. Like if you spent $5 on an 8-track at a store, that was like, you were like, nah, there's no way I'm paying $5 for an 8-track. Now some of these 8-tracks, like some of these James Brown stuff, you know, it's going for serious fucking money nowadays. You know what I mean? So I found them all when they were, you know, like pennies on the dollar. Now they've gone way up, and a lot of stores that I visited, they're not carrying them anymore. But yeah, I mean, if you guys are interested, I could do like a spotlight on some 8-tracks and set the player up here again for you guys. And there is some stuff up here on my channel where I played 8-tracks, more than a couple. Brown Acid and of course they're like fantasy 8-tracks and stuff. But I played some real stuff, James Brown and that kind of stuff, and Sabbath and Alice Cooper, original carts that were taken care of. There's a misnomer that 8-tracks sound like shit. They sound muddy. And there is kind of an inherent hiss, a little bit of a hiss, tape hiss when it comes to 8-tracks. But the quality, when you take care of an 8-track, you keep it out of the sun. You know, you keep the dust off it and keep it protected. Then you can and the quality of the type of cart that you're going to buy. Now I'm going off on a different path here than I really wanted to do. But Ampex puts out the finest tape out there and the finest carts out there. There are all kinds of varying carts and builds and different types of tape that they use, and that all lends itself to the overall quality of an 8-track in the end. I have out here in the shaggin' wagon, Russ, I've got an 8-track player in my wagon, in the van right now. Still got an 8-track player set up in there, just to impress the ladies, you know what I mean? Yep. John Denver, I think I actually do have some John Denver on 8-track. I've got all that schlocky kind of stuff on 8-track as well. I got a lot of compilation, like back here, up here, you can't really see too much of it, but I've got a lot of those kind of compilation 8-tracks, you know what I mean? Like 70s gold, and you know what I mean? Disco platinum and that kind of stuff. So I do have that kind of fun, schlocky kind of stuff, but I also have some really deep kind of cuts that are super cool. Yep. Oh, my van is a 1994. It's a 1994 G20, and it's coach built by the Tiara company. That's no longer, they're no longer around. But they were an Indiana company that outfitted these, and they were known as one of the top. They were probably the top as far as quality of material they use. Everything in there is teak and oak and cherry wood and that kind of stuff, and just very, very well built. And yeah, the van's going to be back on the road really soon, by the way. So I'm going to have my 2 vehicles back again. I'm really looking forward to spending time in the shaggin' wagon again. Not shagging, you know, so much, but you never know. Yep. That's right. You got to eat some carp. My buddy used to say, you can't eat steak all the time. You got to eat a little carp now and then. Of course, he was talking about women. He's saying you got to hit a couple of the skags now and then, you know what I mean? They can't all be the princess, you know what I mean? Yeah, so here we are. I think we did a good job tonight. Now, am I going to do a movie? If I'm going to do a movie tonight, it's going to be over on Twitch. They don't like when you play movies and documentaries here on YouTube, so I don't know how many of you people are over on Twitch. I wish I had my link. Miss Yu was in here, she could put my link down right now. Maybe Nate can do it for me. Nate, can you grab my my Twitch link? I don't know if that's too much to ask you. You know, for all that I've given you, maybe that's too much to ask. I don't know. Your UPS guy calls you a princess. What can Brown do for you? Right, Kimba? Is that the question you're always asking? What can Brown do? They use that one anymore in their advertising? I don't know. Anyway, I'm thinking, give me a few minutes to ponder the idea. Maybe we'll go over to Twitch when we're done here, and we'll watch a documentary. It's a really great documentary on blues, contemporary, and the later kind of blues. You think it's code for special needs? Oh, boy. Oh, thank you, Nate. There you go. Appreciate that, buddy. So you see this link down here below in the chat. If you click on that link, it's going to take you to my Twitch channel. You don't need to have a Twitch account. You can still watch what's going on, but you can't chat. Kimba is extremely afraid. She's actually petrified to actually sign up for a Twitch account, even though it's free and it's a lot less intrusive than YouTube even is. So I don't know why she's afraid to do it, but that's okay. You can be scaredy cat. It's all right. But if you guys are interested in doing these kind of streams where we don't worry about what we play, you can play anything you want on Twitch for as long as you want to play it on Twitch. Any movies, any music. So we're not encumbered by any of this kind of stuff, any of these issues with YouTube. But I mainly play music over there a lot, but I play movies and documentaries, and sometimes I'll rent a movie that nobody's seen before and share that with you guys. So if you want to see a little bit about what I do when I'm over on Twitch, bleep bloop on that link below and just hit the follow if you want to follow me, and then you'll know when I'm on live, and we can do the same thing we do here over there, except we don't have to worry about the police showing up and shutting us down, which is a really good thing. Time before I was over there, we actually did a stream here on YouTube, and then we went over to Twitch, and I did kind of like a request kind of thing. And I had so much fun doing this kind of request vibe that I think we stayed over there till 2 or 3 in the morning. It was a lot of fun doing that. So I like to do more of that stuff in the future over there. You can't keep anything up there after the fact, so it's kind of a here and gone situation. But a lot of good music we can play over there, and we can play anything we want. So, yeah. Okay. All right, so, yeah, I feel pretty good. I hope you guys enjoyed the music tonight. Maybe we should do one more for the road. Anybody even drinking alcohol tonight? Everybody just got to work tomorrow? I don't have to actually work tomorrow, so I'm not worried about it. But if there's anybody out there that wants to do one more, we'll do a little shots as this, before we wind it down. We're doing some kind of winding here tonight. I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but yeah. I don't have emotes because, I don't do the whole, I leave that up to Nanners. He does the biddies and the banana bucks, and maybe I'll do like Bizarro bucks or something in the future. I have no idea even how to do that. And I know that could throw me in a different tax bracket. I don't need to be paying taxes on Twitch stuff, you know what I mean? So I don't know that I'm going to be doing those biddies and all that kind of stuff. We're going to leave that up to Mikey. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Nate. Good call. Chat count. It's not bad. Our current chat count is at, this very moment, 1,017 chats. It says. That's not bad. We've done a lot better in the past. And I think mostly when we've done better in the past, it was related to me doing a rant. So maybe you want to hear me do a rant. Maybe I'll just call some people out. You want to fight? You want to fight me, man? Come on. Bring it on. And then the chat count goes way up. People love drama. They love hearing people get angry and gassing on about nothing. And that's when the chats go up and the viewers go up. It's up here in my corner. I can see it as it happens. But I'm not going to do that tonight. What I am going to do is thank everybody for coming out to hang out with me here on a Thursday night. Once again, we've got 25, 26 full album spotlights here. That's quite a bit every week. I think I've only missed 1 week since we started doing this full album spotlight. So that's 26, 27-ish weeks in a row that I've been doing this. I'm not good at math. I'm just saying. Yeah. Eric, appreciate you hanging out as always. My buddy High Def and Kimba and Russ. Love my man Russ out there. Man, I love to come out and hang out in your neck of the woods sometime, Russ. Yeah, Kimba and Brian. Good to see you, Brian. Sorry if I missed you, buddy. Ran about some New Jersey nonsense. I thought that's what I've been doing all night tonight, is just ranting on about absolutely nothing. Yeah, Adrian. Thanks for coming by, Adrian. She's all the way on the West Coast. She's out there surfing, and there's sharks and giant wild plico and jellyfish, those man-o-war jellyfish, and they're shocking her legs and stuff. I don't know how you do. I'd be afraid to get bit by a shark. Adrian's out there. She's got her Hydra shirt on down by the ocean. She's surfing. She's totally representing the Hydra sessions and Channel Bizarro all the way out there on the West Coast. But what I really like also about it, real quick, and then we'll wind it down, is we got people from all over the world, essentially. Not many from out of the States. We got people in Canada. We got people in the UK. Even got a couple Japanese fellers and fellettes out there that are hanging out. Got some German folk that are kicking. I look at the analytics. Trust me, I'm starting to look at these analytics and figure out where all the people are. Channel Bizarre brings people from all over the world. And it's got to be for the same exact reason. It just can't be because of the total package. It can't just be because of all this kind of mess. It's got to be because of the music and the camaraderie, right? We come together over a singular vibe, and I'd like to think that's music, and everything else kind of comes after that. So, yeah. So, Brian, thanks for hanging out, buddy. Boingo and Russ, Eric, High Def, appreciate you, man. Hope all's going well for you. Adrian, yeah, I may repeat some names, so I'm going to run them down as quick as I can. Kimba, Russ, Brian, Eric, who else? Boingo, appreciate you, buddy. Another Eric, Plastic Eric. That's okay. Dude, Plastic Eric, you do what you got to do to stay alive, brother. There's a lot of stuff I cut out because it didn't make me feel good, so I know exactly where you are, man. Zorlock, appreciate you. You keep on pounding those beers, buddy. Pound them until you just kind of crawl yourself into bed. Appreciate you. Nate Morris, thanks for putting that in there, the link and everything in there. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. You have yourself a good Friday if I don't see you later on. Who else? Hey, everybody else. Dave's hanging out. Wyoming Dave. I think Wyoming Dave lives in Pennsylvania. I don't know, man. You never know. Just because somebody puts in they live in a certain place doesn't mean they actually live there. So it could be, I don't know. They could be putting you on, as it is. Kimba, thanks for hanging out. Always appreciate you. Throwing out some virtual cherries for you. Like three pair of cherries for Kimba out there tonight. You are quite welcome. Thank you for putting that stuff in there, Nate. Yeah, just bomb in the chat with the link. Appreciate you. All the Erics and all the Boingos is out there and all the Nates is. Yeah, Kimba and Adrian. Yeah, thanks for supporting the guys' channel. I appreciate you guys. So we're going to call it a night here. If you see me over on Twitch, it means we're going to do a movie. Don't worry if we don't. You only got to wait one more day because I am going to be back on Saturday. Not tomorrow because that's Friday. Unless you're in the UK, then it's probably already Wednesday there. I don't know. I'm going to be back on Saturday, and we're going to do another Phantom session. I'll put the reminder up here on my channel, and you bleep bloop that link, and you say notify me. Maybe give a fella. I don't know if anybody doing thumbs up here. You hooking a guy up with the thumbs? Before we're done here tonight, please just go on and bang on that thumb, all right? Let the algorithms know that you appreciate a guy and what he does, because it does bring like-minded people in here, and that's all I care about. It's just bringing more people just like you in here to hang out and do just what we're doing right now. The more, the merrier. So, I'll see you guys on Saturday, okay? We're going to do the same thing all over again, except this time we're going to play whatever the F we want to play. And we're not going to worry about the police. And we're going to go until the thing comes on the screen and they say no more. Then we'll shut it down. And then, worst case scenario, we'll do a movie after that on Saturday. Because then I can stay up like all night. So, have yourselves a great rest of your night if you're on the West Coast or East Coast or Central Time or Mountain Time. Wherever you are, have a great rest of your today, tonight, whatever. I don't know. You're confusing me. Have a great Friday. And then know that I'll be back doing this whole thing all over again on Saturday. Thank you very much for supporting me. I love helping you guys out. I hope you're entertained. Remember the Russell Crowe movie? Are you not entertained? I like to think, yes, you are entertained. So, thank you, Eric, for hanging out. Appreciate it. Thank you for the kind words, man. Appreciate you. Nate, thank you, man. I appreciate you too, buddy. I appreciate everybody out there. Adrian, take care. Sleep well. All the fellates out there and fellers, sleep well tonight. Kimba, get yourself some sleep. I'll see you really soon on Saturday. I'll see you on the interwebs tomorrow night. We'll do the Mikey Nanner stream. I'll see you over there. And then Saturday night, same time. We'll be back again here Saturday. We'll do the same thing all over again. We'll have so much fun, your back will break. You'll need a back brace. I'm just warning you now. Get your back brace cleaned up, okay? So, till I see you next time, have a great night. Thank you for hanging out. See you really soon. Appreciate you guys. Take care.